Look closely at this car. From the outside, it possesses the sleek, aerodynamic lines of a modern executive saloon. The badge on the bonnet is one of the most recognized and respected symbols in human history. It is a Toyota, the undisputed king of global manufacturing, the pioneer of the hybrid revolution with the Prius, and the architect of the legendary just-in-time production system that every single automaker on Earth has tried to copy. For the last 20 years, Toyota dictated the pace of the automotive industry. But open the doors, strip away the sheet metal, and look at the digital nervous system of this vehicle, and you will discover an industry-shaking secret. This is not a Japanese car. Welcome back to Drive and RPM. Today, we are looking at the brand new Toyota BZ7. And to understand this car is to understand the greatest shift in automotive power in a century. For decades, legacy automakers have desperately tried to match the relentless pace of Chinese electric vehicle development. They poured billions into research, built massive battery plants, and promised their shareholders technological parity. They believed their century of mechanical experience would save them. They were wrong. With the BZ7, Toyota has done something unprecedented. They have looked at the brutal, hyper-competitive landscape of modern EV technology, raised a white flag, and embraced a new, highly pragmatic philosophy. If you cannot beat them, join them. Today, we are going to dissect the Toyota BZ7. We will explore how Toyota essentially handed over the heart, the brain, and the eyes of their flagship electric saloon to Chinese tech giants, Huawei, Xiaomi, and Momenta. We will look at the pure engineering behind this partnership, why legacy mechanical engineering is no longer enough, and why this Trojan horse strategy might be the only way legacy automakers can survive the next decade. Strap in, because the automotive world has officially been turned upside down. Let us begin with the powertrain, the very beating heart of any electric vehicle. For a company that built its empire on the legendary reliability of internal combustion engines, admitting defeat in propulsion is a bitter pill to swallow. Yet, the BZ7 does not rely on an entirely in-house Toyota EV powertrain. Instead, it leverages the immense engineering prowess of Huawei's HEMA division, specifically their DriveONE system. Why would the world's largest automaker outsource its electric motors? The answer lies in thermodynamics, scaling, and the brutal reality of current EV physics. Huawei's DriveONE is not just a motor. It is a highly integrated, ultra-compact 7-in-1 electric drive system. It combines the motor controller, the reducer, the onboard charger, and the power management unit into a single, tightly packaged block. By shrinking the physical footprint of the drivetrain, they drastically reduce the weight and free up massive amounts of cabin space. But the real magic happens inside the inverter. Huawei has aggressively pushed the adoption of Silicon Carbide, or SiC, technology. Traditional silicon IGBT inverters, still used by many Western brands to save costs, waste a tremendous amount of energy as heat during the rapid switching required to drive an electric motor. Huawei's SiC modules allow for significantly higher switching frequencies with minimal thermal loss. For the BZ7, this translates directly to the tarmac. It means a motor that can spin at incredibly high RPMs without melting its own copper windings, delivering immediate torque whilst maintaining astonishing efficiency at motorway speeds. Furthermore, this thermal efficiency directly impacts charging times. When you push hundreds of kilowatts into a battery, heat is your greatest enemy. Huawei's architecture manages this thermal load effortlessly. Toyota recognized that developing a high-voltage SiC-based architecture from scratch that could rival Huawei's efficiency would take them another 5 to 7 years. In the current EV market, 5 years is a death sentence. By adopting Huawei's DriveONE, Toyota instantly acquires a world-class powertrain, completely bypassing the painful trial-and-error phase of EV engineering. If the powertrain is the heart, the software is the brain. And if we are brutally honest, legacy automakers, particularly the Japanese and the Germans, have been building cars with a lobotomy. Traditional infotainment systems are notoriously sluggish, visually archaic, and trapped in a siloed architecture. Historically, legacy automakers viewed software as an afterthought. You bought the car, and if you wanted a software update, you had to physically drive to a dealership, plug a cable into the OBD port, and wait for 2 hours. Enter the Toyota BZ7's cabin, and you are no longer in a legacy vehicle. You are inside a Huawei smartphone on wheels. The BZ7 integrates Huawei's HarmonyOS to run its entire digital cockpit. This is a monumental leap in user experience. HarmonyOS is fundamentally different from a patched-together, fragmented Linux system used by most legacy brands. It is a distributed operating system designed from the ground up for the Internet of Things. The latency is practically non-existent. When you touch the massive central display, the response is as instantaneous as the latest flagship mobile phone. But the engineering goes deeper than swiping through menus. HarmonyOS allows for the complete decoupling of hardware and software. The car's central processing unit can dedicate resources dynamically, prioritizing critical driving data to the instrument cluster, whilst simultaneously rendering a high-definition 3D navigation map on the main screen without dropping a single frame. Because the architecture is built by a telecommunications giant, the BZ7 can receive massive over-the-air updates that rewrite the core functionality of the car overnight. It can improve battery management, alter suspension dynamics, and upgrade the user interface whilst the car is parked in your driveway. Toyota simply did not have the army of software engineers required to build a native ecosystem like this, so they bought the absolute best one available. Having a fast motor and a brilliant screen is no longer enough to command a premium price tag. A flagship EV in today's market must possess supreme situational awareness. Toyota's proprietary Safety Sense e-systems are excellent for basic lane keeping on a predictable motorway, but they are utterly outclassed by the advanced intelligent driving systems required in chaotic urban environments. To give the BZ7 its eyes, Toyota partnered with Momenta, one of China's most formidable autonomous driving AI companies. Look at the roofline of the BZ7. That prominent bulge houses a high-definition LiDAR unit, while some Western companies stubbornly insist that optical cameras alone are sufficient for autonomous driving. The Chinese engineering consensus is clear. Redundancy is non-negotiable when human lives are at stake. The BZ7 uses Momenta's advanced algorithms to fuse the data from the LiDAR, millimeter wave radars, and high-definition cameras in real time. LiDAR emits millions of laser pulses per second, creating a perfect, real-time 3D topographical map of the vehicle's surroundings. It is not fooled by heavy rain, blinding sunlight, or complete darkness. Momenta's AI brain takes this massive stream of data, terabytes of information per hour, and processes it to make driving decisions in milliseconds. We are talking about navigating complex city intersections, predicting the erratic movement of pedestrians, and executing flawless overtakes without human intervention. Legacy automakers struggle with this because their AI models lack the massive datasets required for deep learning. Momenta, operating in the dense, complex traffic of Chinese megacities, has trained its neural networks on scenarios that Western algorithms rarely encounter. Partnering with Momenta gives the BZ7 an immediate, top-tier autonomous capability, leapfrogging the traditional R&D cycle entirely. Finally, we must talk about the invisible layer of the BZ7, and this is where the genius of this collaboration truly shines. The BZ7 is heavily integrated into the broader Chinese tech ecosystem, embracing the human X-Car X home concept, an area where companies like Xiaomi have set the gold standard. Western automakers view a car as an isolated transportation appliance. You get in, you drive, you get out. Chinese tech giants view the car as a spatial extension of your digital life, a moving living room. Because the BZ7 uses an advanced, open-source friendly digital architecture, it can communicate natively with smart home ecosystems, Imagine leaving your office in the BZ7. The car's geo-fencing system recognizes you are heading home. It communicates with your smart home network to adjust the climate control in your living room. Turn on the exterior lights and preheat the oven. When you sit in the car, your digital profile, your media, your meetings, and your preferences are instantaneously mirrored onto the vehicle's screens from your phone, without needing clunky third-party apps like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This level of deep, code-level integration requires a unified protocol that legacy automakers have historically refused to adopt, preferring closed, walled garden systems that ultimately frustrate the consumer. By surrendering the software stack to tech giants, Toyota has achieved a level of user integration that traditional car companies can only dream of. The BZ7 does not just drive on the road, it lives inside the user's digital network. So, what does the Toyota BZ7 truly represent? It is a magnificent piece of engineering, undoubtedly. But more importantly, it is a glaring writing on the wall for the global automotive industry. It is the beginning of the Ada Nokia moment. For legacy auto, Toyota is not a foolish company. They are fiercely pragmatic. They looked at the state of battery chemistry, the requirement for Silicon Carbide inverters, the necessity of LiDAR-based AI, and the absolute demand for smartphone-level operating systems. They realized that the era of the lone wolf automaker is dead. Mechanical perfection is no longer the main selling point. Computing power is. If Toyota, a titan with virtually unlimited resources and a century of manufacturing dominance, has concluded that the only way to build a competitive, cutting-edge EV is to wrap their sheet metal around Chinese technology. What does this mean for the rest of the world? What does it mean for Volkswagen, Ford, or General Motors? The BZ7 proves that the center of gravity for automotive innovation has decisively shifted. We are entering an era where legacy Western and Japanese brands risk becoming mere hardware assemblers, coach builders for the 21st century, whilst the true value, the software, the AI, and the powertrains are entirely controlled by Chinese tech conglomerates. The Toyota BZ7 is a brilliant, albeit humbling, survival tactic. If you can't beat them, join them. But the question remains, once you let the tech giants inside the gates, who is really driving the car? And how long until the badge on the bonnet simply doesn't matter anymore? Thank you for watching Drive and RPM. If you found this deep dive into the engineering and strategy of the BZ7 insightful, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and let me know in the comments below. Do you think other legacy automakers will follow Toyota's lead and surrender to Chinese tech? Or is this a fatal mistake? See you in the next video.